Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Pay Attention 2 on Ultimate Custom Night. Now, this guide is going to be a bit different than the others because I'm actually going to be giving you two different strategies today and letting you pick between them. The first one is the old tried and true strat for this mode where you only flip the monitor when absolutely necessary. It's a bit harder and requires more game knowledge, but it's been tested a lot and eliminates some of the luck involved with the other strat. The second strategy is a brand new strat discovered by Insta that relies a bit more on cheesing the night. It basically involves staying in the monitor for the majority of the night and eliminating some of the trickier animatronics to deal with. This strategy definitely works, but it hasn't been tested quite as much and there's a few things that could go wrong with it. Pick whatever strategy works best for you and your preference. Anyway, I'll be teaching you both strategies today as well as going into some deviations and backups you can make. While recording this footage, I used the second strategy since I needed to test it anyway. Let's begin with the original strategy. At the start of the night, turn on the power generator and raise the monitor. Move around the cameras in a circular motion and collect any fast coins that you see. Once you have 10, go to Cam 7 and buy the Def Coin. Here, you have a choice to make. You can either Def Coin the Puppet or Funtime Foxy. Now, I personally recommend Def Coining Puppet, but this will largely depend on your skill set. If you Def Coin Funtime Foxy, you'll have to turn on the global music box every 20 seconds for 20 seconds. That means on at 20 seconds, off at 40 seconds, back on at 1 minute, and keep going that way. You could also wind the box manually on Cam 4, but that's a bit riskier and could distract you. Alternatively, if you're decent at memorizing things, you could Def Coin Puppet and keep the camera set to Cam 6. Memorize the showtime on the sign and have the monitor up as it changes to that hour. For reference, here's exactly when you need to be watching Cam 6 for each showtime. Either way, you'll have other animatronics to deal with soon enough. Most of these are distractions and fairly simple to deal with. Mute phone guy's call, close L chips ad, catch a fish for OMC, you know the drill. However, a few of these animatronics are lethal and actually quite dangerous, namely Nightmare BB, Music Man, and Scrap Trap. These will be your top priority whenever you're not dealing with the main animatronic of the night, Funtime Foxy, or Puppet, whoever you kept in. Music Man is easily at his most dangerous early on. With the power gen and fan on, he'll start crashing his cymbals quickly. There's also a chance of Helpy or Phone Guy appearing, which only aggravates him more. If he starts crashing his cymbals, turn off the power gen and fan until he stops. I've literally been killed by this dude in 20 seconds flat before, so don't underestimate him and be sure to react quickly. For the rest of the night, just turn off the power gen and fan when he makes noise and turn them back on when he stops. Nightmare BB is also a constant threat who resides in your office. Every single time you have the monitor down, make sure you look at him before going back into the cameras for any reason. If he's standing up, flash him with the light and he'll go back to normal. Otherwise, just leave him alone because flashing him while he's sitting down will also get you killed. Scrap Trap only attacks once per night, but he moves very quick and can be pretty scary for newer players. Every 29 seconds, he has a chance to attack and he's guaranteed to attack once per night. When you start getting close to these intervals, you need to be ready to shut the side vent instantly. When you see the lights flicker and hear a ton of crashing noises, close the side vent until it stops. You need to be really quick on the draw here because he's at 20 AI and crazy aggressive. Once you know how to deal with all those threats, you should be set and it's just a matter of practice. Time your monitor flips around Funtime Foxy if he's still enabled, and reset the ventilation every 45 seconds. Stay calm, don't panic, and you won't have any issues. Now for the second strategy. This one relies on staying in the cameras for a huge majority of the night, which renders certain animatronics useless. First of all, I just want to make it really clear that I am not the one who found the strategy, my buddy Insta was. He's a great FNaF player and speedrunner who does some pretty crazy stuff with these games, and he's criminally underrated, so go support him using the link in the description and cards. Anyway, if this strat helps you out, you've got him to thank. The opening part of this strategy is pretty much identical to the other one, except you'll also be turning off the fan at the start of the night. collect 10 fast coins, and select who to def coin. In this case, it really doesn't matter, but Funtime Foxy is slightly easier to deal with, so I still recommend getting rid of Puppet. Just like the other strategy, Helpy might force down your monitor during this process, so remember to watch Nightmare BB like a hawk. Once you get the def coin off, go to Camp 6 or 4 if Puppet is in, and just wait. There's a small chance Helpy might force the monitor down again, but don't worry, just check Nightmare BB and try again. Eventually, he won't spawn, and that's all you need. Obviously, you'll still need to wind the music box if Puppet is on, but otherwise, you'll just be resetting the ventilation every time it starts to go out and not doing anything else. Stay on that camera, don't drop the monitor. From here, you're basically invincible to everything aside from Music Man and Scrap Trap. Keep turning the power gen off until Music Man stops making noise, and be ready to close the side vent in a moment's notice. That's it. If you go 7 seconds with the monitor up without having it forced down by Helpy, you'll be fine. Nightmare BB, Helpy, BB, JJ, and Funtime Chica can't attack anymore. Keep in mind that you'll still have to deal with some of the distractions like OMC, L-Chip, and Phone Guy. However, you can deal with all of them safely on the monitor. Just don't go back to the office and stay sharp. Well, that's all for now. Follow the strategy and you should be able to beat the 5th preset challenge. The most important thing in UCN is to play to your specific strengths because that's always bound to give you an advantage. Who do you prefer to def coin? Which strategy worked for you? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of which, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or to join my community Discord server. By joining the Discord server, you can get personalized tips on any FNAF game from myself, TruePlayer, Shooter25, and a bunch of other FNAF experts and content creators. It's a great community, and I highly recommend joining. Once again, thanks to my friend Hyper for making the thumbnail for this guide. I've always been pretty terrible at making thumbnails, so he's been helping out with that for months. His channel is linked in the description and cards, so go support him. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide, I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.